Oh, new area.
Oh,
Oh,
yes, sir. Hey, we made a podcast after another week taken off because Caesar is quitting or he's getting fired. Episode 298.
299. Oito.
Wait, ooh, you almost let me catch you slipping. Episode 298, we made a podcast. We still here, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out why we can't become part of Black Soccer Twitter. Uh oh, you know what? We could talk about this actually. Um,
Relax.
Not that. I mean something else.
Bro, relax.
I'm just joking. Um, anyway, I got a little bit to talk about today. Champions League. Might talk about Europa League a little bit. Quarterfinal action. Might talk about Sadio Mane and Leroy Sane fight. Maybe. Might talk a little bit about the whole racism rant that they had on CBS soccer show. And maybe we'll talk about Christophe Gaultier having a little racism on the emails coming out.
He got that look. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
I'm sorry, dog.
You don't even know who he coaches.
Yeah, PSG.
Okay, I had to test you. Okay, so Champions League, Caesar, Tuesday, we had Benfica versus Inter. Inter won 2-0. I didn't see none of that match. I don't know if you did.
No,
I,
I'm good, dog. I'm a Porto fan.
I didn't even okay. I didn't even watch the highlights, to be honest with you.
Me either.
I did watch City versus Bayern. Um City just destroyed them. I really felt like Bayern needed Choupo-Moting. They needed a center forward. They were starting Gnabry and
Mane and
Mane.
Sané.
Mane came on later, and I think Coman started. So it was like Gnabry, Sane, and Coman, and you just didn't have anybody to push the line. It looked like PSG when they're playing. It's just a blob going on.
It's a lot of wingers up there.
Yeah, and City is just like City's too good of a team. Like you got to be really disciplined if you're gonna take advantage of, because obviously City is not unbeatable, but you got to have a really a good idea coming in and putting Serge. I mean, Choupo-Moting was hurt, so it's not his fault, but trying to play Serge Gnabry up top, like you don't have anybody pushing the line, and City's gonna just mollywop you. Bernardo Silva is running rampant. Um, Erling Haaland scored some ugly goal. I think it's ugly, but a lot of people like those goals. And yeah, Bayern's looking bad. They brought in Tuchel, and he's out of the cup, and he's about to be out of Champions League. It looks like. Caesar, actually, the question I want to ask you: do you think they have a chance in the second leg at home?
I think they do.
I was thinking
I
that.
think I think they only do if Chupo starts. I think that what difference with Chupo does all the unsexy work. And I think that with a team like Bayern, you need to have like a solid formation against Man City, you have a solid formation. I think that they should understand that the fact that they have a lot of wingers is just advantageous for them in a long game. Like think about as the game as a marathon and just chip away at Man City. Let Chupo run the middle. I thought they were gonna start that young kid they have, Tell or something, the French kid, like a French nine called Tell. He has like a
Oh
few
yeah, I heard about
goals
him.
in Germany, Bundesliga. I thought he was gonna start. He didn't. They went with all three wingers and honestly, of course, do I expect Tuchel to do that? Yeah, because he thinks he's a savant when it comes to formations and setups. So he likes to run like a Chelsea team with 45 wingers, anyways. But yeah, they really needed that. They needed Chupo to do that unsexy work, be in those spaces, create opportunity. Sucks he was injured, but if he can come back in time, I think that they have a chance. But knowing Pep, the strategy is not going to be pound them to death. It's going to be play smart soccer and just conserve and do what we can to win and just let Holland and some of the wingers be free up top and let everybody else like Rodri just sit back and control the pace of the game.
I think
Diaz was also making really good plays too. Shout out to Man City's defense. Diaz made a couple really game-saving plays. Like they played really well. Few mistakes, and with Grealish there, they don't. They were just like, we have Grealish, but we can still score.
Grealish was playing. He was doing like Griezmann for France. Like he was out there defending heavy.
Yeah, he was defending, passing the ball around. He's just working.
And you got like a really like you got a goal from Rodri that you'll like never see that goal again. So
It was
like
nice though. I like that.
it
It
was a
was good.
beautiful goal, but like that's
No,
never gonna happen ever.
no, no.
So because of there being no away goals rule, I think Bayern does have a chance coming back from 3-0 down. Um, then Wednesday we had Milan versus Napoli. I didn't watch that. I don't think Serie A's did either.
No, but I'm pulling for Milan. I don't want no Napoli to win.
Okay, well, Milan did win 1-0.
The
But
big black power pace and power man pulled through.
yeah, well, he didn't score,
Yeah.
but the other big black paced non-thinking man, Osimhen, was not there. So I think that was one of the reasons they were saying Napoli couldn't really get it done. I don't know if he's going to be there for the second leg,
Yeah. He's been in and
uh,
out all season with some injuries.
but from what I read or saw, like Napoli played a really good game. I saw the highlights. Like Napoli had some good chances that didn't go in. Mike Mignon made some really good saves, but
Such a good goalie. Oh my god.
is there such thing? I think you're saying that because he's black. I don't really think there really is such a good goalie to make your voice change. But you can say he's a good goalie, though.
He's a good goalie.
You can have a little bit more enthusiasm. Uh, but the game that you and I both watched, Real Madrid versus Chelsea, I predicted 4-0 from jump. I also predicted, which I have a thing about that, but I also told you that you don't need to be worrying about Chelsea. Chelsea sucks. You're still not, you're still worried a little bit. You don't want to trust me.
I just don't like when João Felix has the ball and shoots it. It makes me uncomfortable.
Eh.
I'm like, he shoots the ball low and kind of fast. It kind of scares me sometimes because the ball can't get low for real.
I'll say this, although it wasn't 4-0, there was a straight red card. So I feel like that's kind of a 3-0 for me. Was I, no?
I don't know. I don't know because they still were kind of getting. They were kind of still playing some offense when the
They did. They had a chance or two, but whatever. But honestly, like Real Madrid is just so much better than Chelsea. Like, there's no way. Like, Chelsea's so bad, but you're still gonna be worried because you're a fan. But I'm just looking at Chelsea like they really suck, dude. Like Reece James is
What
wild.
happened to the Ukrainian guy? Was he in the
He's whatever.
war?
I think they just got him
How
because they're
come he's
like
not fighting in a war, dog?
I think they got him to like be like, hey, we're doing our
We're
former
doing our part for NATO.
our former owner was Russian. Like, we're gonna get a Ukrainian guy.
That's a NATO buy right there because the owner's an American. That's a NATO buy.
Also, like, what's his name? Marseille got a Ukrainian dude too. I'm like, it's really not that serious. But
Arsenal do too.
well, they got him before. No, they got some Chico before. But no, like
whatever.
Chelsea is just bad. Real Madrid is like so much better.
They got like 14 people coming in the summer.
Vinicius Jr. just was destroyed. Like Reece James, I remember when Reece James was good. He tore the ACL or something, right?
He did, and I
Or
remember.
did Ben Chilwell? I think Ben Chilwell hurt his knee.
Well, he had that interview. He said the hardest dude he ever had to play against was Vinicius, and I was like, "Well, damn, the guy every time he plays, he does have you in his fucking pocket."
Well,
I don't know what it is when Vinicius plays Reece James. He be dusting him, making him like, oh my god.
I remember last season, if I'm not mistaken, it was last season, or maybe whenever they played Chelsea another time, I felt like Reece James did good against Vinicius Jr. actually, but this time it was terrible.
He looked kind of slow.
Yeah, he does, and he looks like kind of chubby too. Wesley Fofana, who I never liked really, also was just like you could tell like that first time he was so scared. He's like, God damn,
he looked kind of like he didn't, he doesn't have high IQ.
Oh yeah, see, you know, like when you're playing basketball, like it's kind of the beginning, and like some dude like does some quick ass moves, like damn, this guy kind of good. God damn, you be like,
like, whoa, is this what we're going against?
Damn, why didn't y'all get him, dude? Like,
why we signed 15 dudes? We're gonna sign this guy.
Like, why didn't you? Like, I can't do that. Y'all want me to guard him? Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think that's what Wesley Fofana was going like feeling against Vinicius Jr. But honestly, I just felt like Chelsea, of course, they're a professional team. They're going to get a chance or two, but I didn't feel like they were going to score or do anything because they're bad.
Yeah, I feel like offensively, like when I watch them, like for example, like João Felix, like you could tell what I like about him is that he likes to get into space to shoot the ball, which is good. I don't have a problem with strikers shooting the ball. That's not an issue for me. He just doesn't seem to have like it's always seems to be in like awkward angles. Like he takes
Yeah.
shots when I'm like, I mean, okay, it got to the goalie, but I'm like, damn, if you just got in a better place, like you could have really set yourself up for a good place. I think he just has like that. He hasn't learned yet how to get into the right spot to shoot.
Caesar, he's
Um,
not. He don't want to be there. He don't want to be.
I think he's
He
having
wants
more
to
fun
be.
there than Atleti,
No, for
100%.
sure. No, I don't mean like that. But I mean
Yeah.
like in that play, like he don't want to be 1v1 against the goalie. That's a lot of pressure.
No,
He want to like Joao Felix is really good. He's really their best player.
very much. Every
Like
time he's on the field, he's the one doing the most,
yeah,
like
like
offensively.
him and Conte were like the players that you noticed for Chelsea.
Yes.
But that's not enough, dude. Like
No.
that's not enough. You can like the players are not motivated. Like they're not really trying to win, and that's what I felt. Also, like the times that I've watched Chelsea all season, I felt like there's nothing like passionate about them, and
It's just a lot of pieces in one place. No real like formation going on. No
and
real like
there's no fire.
there's no setups. They don't be setting each other up for it like that.
They got good players, but
Mhm.
it's like I
Yeah,
just
no grit, no grit.
they don't have no grit. Like your person that you're looking for grit and leadership is Thiago Silva, and I'm sorry, he's not that guy.
No, but come in here. I mean, he's still doing his
He's
thing.
still doing his
Respect.
thing. He's doing his thing, but
Uh,
he's not the guy you rally around.
No, I just listen to him, but he's not the dude that like his performance is impacting my play. I think
No, he's not a
like
leader. He's a crybaby.
I
That's
mean, I talk mess all the time on Liverpool's Henderson, but I know when like Henderson
oh,
is
give me
like
Henderson.
Henderson's like a real captain. Like that's
Caesar,
like
you
a
know what? In the
real.
grimy fought
I
on
don't I don't
white
he's
boys.
very annoying, but he's big on the team. He's
I,
important.
I've
He's an
always
important
liked
player.
him,
He's a good passer. He makes all the ugly plays. He gets that yellow card that no one wants to
but
get.
more than that,
He's a leader. He's a captain, a leader.
he's gonna be somebody where when they talk, you're gonna listen and not just listen. You're gonna get motivated. Like
Mhm.
he's not the guy that's gonna be like, oh come on, come on. He's like it's like Ronaldo that time where he's like, no, listen, like you can do it, like believe in
Mhm.
yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I like Thiago Silva. He's a
Me
great
too.
player and he's a legend. But I'm not even trying to clown the guy. He's just not that kind of guy, you know.
I think so either. I think he's a veteran. I respect him with every all of my heart. Like I absolutely get it, but he's not the dude that's like rallying the team. You feel
No,
me?
and you talked a lot of shit after that, after the World Cup and shit. You've
He
talked a
been
lot of
through a
shit.
lot. I'm not here to rip on him. He's been
Okay,
through a
all right,
lot. You know,
okay.
he cried during beating Dominican Republic or something. So I don't. His man's
uh,
emotional, dog.
okay, out of the winners,
Mm.
do you think that Napoli can come back on Milan? I feel like for sure they can.
For sure, I think that Napoli is that game, especially when I watched the highlights. It seemed to me that like Napoli was
Really bad.
Napoli created opportunities, but they didn't just get them done. And a couple weeks ago, I watched them play. I forgot who, and they didn't have Osimhen too, where they were able to make some things happen. But you can just tell the next level is Osimhen in the lineup. Like it's just these guys are really good. Like Kavar, like they're really good players, and they make things happen, and it can happen. But Osimhen is like the solidified, like all the stuff. Like he'll do like a corner kick header and he'll get this foul on a fast break. He has such an impact because it's like you have a Choupo-Moting player out there, but supremely more athletic than him. And that's just those guys are like even a Holland, he can do all that quirky stuff, but you're just like, this guy's dangerous. Like
Yeah,
it's really a problem. So he's an absolute problem on that team. And if they get him back, I think they for sure can win because Milan gets a little goofy in the back line. Watomomori and Kalulu, like they get a little goofy back there. So I can definitely see it happening. But I'm definitely more excited to watch that second leg than I was the first one. I want to see how they do with Milan and Napoli. Milan Napoli.
I think it's really annoying they're having games at the same time. It's the quarterfinals, dude. Like you
I don't
can't
like that either. I was hoping they would do like a 10-1 or something like that, or like
come on, dude. Like just
I know they're trying to do like they want both games to be nighttime games, but
yeah, I
because
understand that.
they don't like to do daylight
No, they want
Champions
people
League
to be off
qualifiers.
work. I understand that, but like,
Yeah.
goddamn, dude.
It is kind of rough. It is kind of rough.
Like I want to watch the goddamn game.
Make a 9 p.m. game. Who cared, dog?
Yeah, people stay up all night.
Italians don't be sleeping for it. What are we talking
No.
about here?
Anyway, Europa.
It's probably TV contract shit.
Yeah, Europa League. Really quick, Man U Sevilla. It was funny because I was gonna tweet that I think Sevilla is gonna draw with Man U after Man U was up 2-0.
Is that tomorrow?
No, that was today. But
What
I
time?
did.
Was it early?
No, the early game was Feyenoord versus Roma.
When the hell was the game? All I saw on the damn TV was Leverkusen versus Union Saint Germain Place Palace.
They had them playing, but honestly, when I went to Paramount Plus, I tried when I went to click the Man U match, it went to some soap opera, so I had to watch it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell was going on when I went on the app.
The Paramount Plus is really bad.
Yeah, so all I had to do was, I mean, it was a good game, but I didn't want to watch it. But all I had was the Belgian team versus Leverkusen, and they were down actually at the beginning. It was a fun game.
Yeah, but yeah, they drew 2-2. What's his
Damn, I
name?
want to watch that. They probably put it on the main channels. That's why.
Lisandro Martinez went off injured, like non-contact injury. I don't know. He was holding his foot, but I don't know if it's like his foot maybe he broke a bone or he got an
Do
Achilles.
they get turf toe in soccer?
I never really heard that, but
because I know. Yeah, okay. I was just wondering.
But they helped him off. He was pretty sad. So I don't know if it was an Achilles or like. I've seen people pop that Achilles. They usually scream, but he's like a tough monster, so I feel like he wouldn't.
Yeah, he probably would. It was probably one of those things. It's like when you pop it, and he's probably just like, "Yeah, I'm done for. It's over."
Yeah. But that was 2-2. Feyenoord beat Roma 1-0. Juve beat Sporting 1-0, and obviously Leverkusen in that Union Saint Germain.
Saint Germain Dupree.
1-1. I'm not trying to talk about Europa League, Caesar. You and I are on two different sides of the fence when it comes to this Sadio Mane incident. Sadio Mane is suspended for the game over the weekend. You are rocking with Sadio Mane, although he did accost Leroy Sane. And I feel like he probably sucker punched him.
Based on what?
Based on Caesar, first of all, I'm going to keep it so real with you right now. I'm going to keep it so, because nobody listens.
I'm going to keep it so racist right now.
Nobody listens to this shit. Caesar, I've played with a lot of African fobs. Okay, you played with them a few times down there in San Diego. I played a lot of times with them fobs. They're not squaring up like, yo, let's square up. They're gonna sucker punch you and then try to get out of the way. I feel like Leroy Sané was probably sucker punched from the side, and then Mane ran back. And if they would have squared up, I'm putting my money on Leroy.
You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Caesar, it's just stupid. Caesar. Okay, hold on. Can I just say this? Caesar, can I just say this? Caesar, you know how these people fight. There's a difference between.
I'm sorry. You really think that the light skinned German German is really doing real square ups out here?
Yes,
he's not. No, he's not. He's a fucking European soccer player. He's gonna be doing goofy ass shit. Okay. So what I think that happened is, you've seen Mane's haircut. That's a man that will go to any lengths to win a battle. So it's probably going to be a grime time. He's going to put that real man strength on him. Leroy still got that skinny bone energy. It's not happening. He be getting pimp braids. He doesn't know what the hell's going on here. And he greases his hair to tie it into a ponytail. I'm sorry, dog. It's not going down. They're both dressed like when him and Nabri walk around, they look like the Weeknd's twins. I'm not doing this, dude. I'm taking Mane in that battle. He got that real strength. Leroy's kind of got that skinny moment, and he got a tattoo of himself on his back. That's a certified violation. So no.
Okay, let me just say,
I never want to see my own face on my fucking body. That's weird.
Okay, you can't see your own back. You can't see it.
That's not better.
Okay, Caesar, also, Sadio Mane is supposed to be. It's Ramadan, dude. Like, what you doing? You breaking your? You doing?
Oh, we're playing this.
You're over here committing acts of violence. You're over here committing acts of violence.
Wow.
Like during Ramadan, like that's rough too.
Okay, not the pure Muslim route. Okay,
like, no, you over here getting your fast broken, stealing on your home. I mean, I think it was at night anyway, but like
Hey,
Dog,
you can do
come
whatever you want when the sun's down.
like
Every
I
real Muslim knows when the sun's down, the freeze come out. That's all good.
I just think it's really lame because they're only saying that they're not even saying it was a fight. So I feel like he sucker punched him. I feel like he sucker punched him like who was the who's the little short wide receiver dude from the Panthers? I forgot his name. Steve
Finnegan.
Smith. Steve
Finnegan.
Smith. He sucker punched the one corner dude.
Finnegan.
No, it wasn't Cortland Finnegan, but that was a good. That's good, but it wasn't.
Andre Johnson for Colin Finnegan
Stop!
was a
Stop!
legendary
Stop!
battle.
Stop! Stop! Steve Smith sucker punched one of the corners on the Panthers during practice.
Oh,
The dude was taking a knee. He's like down there on the sideline, and Steve Smith come and ball his fist up and run, punch him. I think he broke his jaw. Sadio Mane did the same thing to Leroy Sané.
You're assuming a lot based upon
we
race.
both are, but that's what I think happened.
Okay, I still disagree with you. I think that Sane kind of give me just like that annoying ass basketball player energy. He doesn't
Me too.
So I know dudes like that. They be running their mouth. If you watch that recent Timberwolves game, where the French dude Gortat, the center, punched Kelly Anderson in the face.
First of all, his name's not Gortat.
Whatever, Gordot or Gordon, whatever the hell that
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert report. When he punched Kyle Anderson in the face, everybody's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he punched him in the face." Watch the video. Oh, Kyle Anderson said, "Shut up, bitch," to him, and so he got socked in the face. I'm not saying like, oh, one is better than the other, but I'm like, I feel like when you say something to somebody in that term, when you talk at mess to somebody and you call them a B word, you're at liberty of whatever that comes out. I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry. I don't. Don't be calling people names and don't be calling people names unless you ain't trying to really throw hands.
Caesar, you are a grown adult. Okay, you cannot.
What's the other guy? Is he a grown adult too? Is Kyle Anderson a grown adult?
You cannot still have high school standards.
Don't call people fucking names. I don't care.
Caesar.
Don't call people names.
Caesar, violence begets violence. Somebody saying words to you is not the equivalent of somebody.
Don't call names, though. Don't call me a name.
Who's me? Why are you
leave me alone? All right, leave me alone. How's that?
Caesar,
call me a B word. I'm sorry if my fist does the talking. Don't call me a name.
Caesar, since you said me, we're going to talk to you then. You're an adult. If somebody if somebody calls you a name, you are not at liberty to hit somebody, okay? Even though I know you're sensitive and you are likely to do that, do not be putting your hands on people because they said something to you. Do not do it because I ain't gonna have no sympathy for you no matter what happens. Zero.
You have sympathy for him, though.
No, I'm gonna be like,
you empathize with the aggregators, not the.
I'm gonna say Caesar. I'm gonna say Caesar. You should. That's not an initiation. If he put his hands on you, do what you gotta do. But if somebody say something to you, don't be putting your hands on them.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Watch what happens. You gonna find out the hard way.
Okay, so is he.
Okay,
you might find it the hard way too. Open his goddamn mouth. You're gonna find it the hard way too.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Because all these people that be talking first ain't the ones stomping nobody else.
So you think Will Smith was right then?
For what?
Oh,
come on. That's a goofy ass example. It's a comedian at the Oscars. Get the hell out of here.
Caesar,
keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Caesar, you just glossed, and I saw your face. You lost because it's the same situation.
No, it's not.
Oh my god,
these are freak celebrities. You're being weird.
NBA player ain't a freak celebrity.
Kyle Anderson.
I never heard of him, but somebody heard him. Rudy Gobert is a big deal. He brought COVID to the NBA. You remember that was him? I think.
Yeah.
I kind of
okay. Well, I'm team money. Well, in the fight, you're not the action.
You're also team violence too. I kind of want to talk about the CBS thing, but I feel like we talked enough about it on Twitter. But I also
I couldn't hold back. It was just kind of really bothering me.
I also want to give you time to get ready because it's already about to be 3:15. And
What?
yeah. So I want to give you time because your ass gonna be late to soccer. You already over here saying how you gonna be late. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah, exactly. Somebody called me a name.
A lot of cars in a row right now, dog.
Somebody called me a name when I was leaving, so I had to beat him up.
Yeah, I was walking out the door and someone said, "Get in the car, bitch." I was like, "What?"
Somebody said, "Hey, guy," that's not my name, so I had to beat him up.
Yeah. Someone called me Jose instead of Caesar, and I got real mad.
Somebody said, "Hey, boss," "Hey, chief," and I had
Last time in soccer, Kim kept calling what's his name, calling him Sergio over and over and laughing.
who Sergio?
The what's his name? The
Jorge?
dude with the Jorge.
That's funny.
I was like, can we stop calling him Sergio?
I don't think he probably didn't even know what she was talking
He
about.
just kept laughing because you know what it is.
You feel me? Anyway, we made
Should I bring my camera?
Yes, Caesar, bring okay. Hold on. We made a podcast. Holler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the show. Bye, y'all.